Murphy's Law. Hopefully, the captain here doesn't abide by Murphy's Law. Right in the middle of the channel, and we just bumped bottom. We are dead center. Let's go take a look.
I wouldn't want to set you down in it and have you touch bottom. He came here an hour and a half ago. I said, there's no way. He draws 5 feet. I said, you'll be sitting and you'll be knocked over. They don't know what they're doing.
Really low out there. This is going to be close. All right, here we go. Captain's going for it.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, early in the morning. Putting in the longboat till.
All right, well, welcome back to the harbor. I'm doing a little bit of a different video today. I'm going to be helping a customer deliver his Swift trawler over to Boca Grande. We're leaving from Safe Cove covered boat storage, and he's had the boat here stored for the summer. I'm going to be doing a walkthrough video on it as well, me and Sandy. That'll be done at a later time over at Uncle Henry's. Today we're just going to be moving the boat, a couple-hour trip. We're going to go through the freshwater lock system and then out into the mouth of the Myakka River, coming around Cape Hayes and up the harbor into Gasparilla Sound, and then eventually to Boca Grande. So come along. First time I've done a video like this. Thought it'd be cool just to kind of show one of these boats in motion, and yeah, should be fun. Let's go find her. I think she's in the water. It's 9 o'clock and she was getting splashed at 8, so if all went according to plan, we'll find her here on the dock in a minute. Filthy sitting in these boatyards, undercover though. Tell you what, keeping them off the sun, keeping the sun off them, that's the main thing. They get a little dusty in the boatyard, but that can be rinsed right off. Ceramic coating, look at that. No need to even scrub. Space age wax. Beads up nice. 35 Swift trawler. Now these boats, I don't know if you really consider them a trawler or not. I'll leave that up to you. But she'll get up and go. That'll get up. This will get up and go 22, 23 knots. So once we do get underway and get out of the freshwater lock, should be able to cover some ground. Murphy's Law out of Boca Grande, Florida. Hopefully, the captain here doesn't abide by Murphy's Law. All right. After a few delays, we are off. Well, we're finally off. The stern thruster is not working. The batteries are dead, but bow thruster is working. She has a single screw, so definitely could use a thruster. At least need the bow thruster. We are underway. Gonna be a nice day. Like I said, a little breezy, a little chilly today. But been a while since I've been on a boat ride, other than on my little fishing skiff. I've come through here a couple times. There's an area where we will be able to get up and run, but most of it's going to be idle speed. We'll go through the lock, try to get some drone shots of that. But should be a nice little, I'd say 2.5 hour ride. It's 11:53. It's called 12 o'clock. Hopefully we're there by 2:30. They're all Australian pines here, all the way down the canal. Non-native. See, some of them got blown over in the hurricane. The roots don't go down very deep. That's where that big mat is, that's a pine flat over. That's the bottom side of its roots. We're moving along now. This is all brackish water. I shouldn't say brackish, it's fresh water, but they do have a lock that allows salt water in. It's almost, I'd say probably 95% fresh. But it does have some saltwater fish in here. Well, we're finally gonna get up and run here, coming into the lake. The guy just threw the cast net, trying to catch some mullet. But now the water opens up, the canal opens up here to a big lake. Call it a lake. You know, we're gonna turn this thing up, see what she can do for a minute. Get any? Nothing. See, we made the turn here in the canal. Now we're going to open it up here.
See how many times I've been in here already?
Oh yeah, yep. So over here on the west, this is the west wall, Charlotte Harbor, and then we got the Myakka. We're going to be coming out and back that way. A sunken sailboat.
All right. So I should avoid that.
Yeah, don't hit it. Go left or right. I'm going to go left. Get a little more.
That's about as far as it'll go.
It's wide open right there.
Yeah.
3,000 RPM.
It also shows gas
use the trim tabs a lot, or
What?
do you use the trim tabs much? Not really.
I don't use them with a great deal of sophistication. When I get it going fast enough, I know I gotta have them up so that the boat gets out playing.
Right.
I don't play with them.
Right.
They're either up or down.
All right, we're approaching the locks here. Let's go take a look. Lock out of order. Freaking kidding me?
What do you draw?
What's that?
What do you draw?
What do you draw? What does a boat draw? What's the draft?
What do you draft? 4 foot?
4. Low tide?
Yeah. You're probably going to need to wait about an hour. You want to tie up and take a look?
He said we're not going to make it on this tide. He said we're not going to make it on this tide. He asked if you wanted to pull up and take a look, but
What are you kidding? It's
how you doing?
Doing pretty good. We have an exceptionally low tide.
Right.
Your skipper can take a look, and if he wants to chance it, that's up to you guys, but I would recommend you guys waiting. They draw 5. I told them they can't even think about it. But you can take a look inside the basin, and we've got maybe 4 feet of water in there.
So it's
Maybe.
it's the basin that's the problem. Once we get through the basin,
Well, once you get out there, it's 3 and 2 feet sometimes.
right?
So
You want to bump it up a little bit more? I've got a super low tide.
yeah.
We need about 4 foot of water, and so we're checking the tide now, checking the depth.
Our gates are 8 feet. I would say maybe you've got 4 feet in here, maybe. But I wouldn't want to set you down in it and have you touch bottom.
Right.
Tide's on the way in. I'd say you guys wait an hour, you should be fine. But one of the fishermen that was out there earlier said he was hitting spots 3 and 2 feet
In the channel?
in the channel because of the drift that we got from Milton. Now, if you go all the way out to 16 and hang a right, you might be okay, but you might hit stuff that, you know, we don't know about.
You're saying even 2 feet of water
He
he's hitting?
hit a couple of spots that were, it was 2 feet of sand.
In the channel.
Well, see what that hazard marker is?
Yeah.
Okay, people consider anything after that the channel. I figure when you go all the way out to 16 and then you hang a right and that's in the channel. But a lot of people like to take this corner and cut it.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's going to be your call, all right? But I wouldn't go in here for at least an hour. He came here an hour and a half ago. I said, there's no way. He draws 5 feet. I said, you'll be sitting and you'll be knocked over. They don't know what they're doing.
We're at the bottom end of the tide right now. Right.
Tide was, low tide was 1140, so it's on the way up. You're just at the bottom, but you're starting to come up. So.
What time's high tide?
High tide's not till 3 in the morning.
It's a long tide.
Yeah.
And it's north wind is keeping it out.
And that's what the north wind is, pushing all the water out of the harbor, yeah.
I mean, it might be longer than that.
How deep is it in here?
We have an 8-foot gate. That's the mark normal. I'd say there's about 4 feet. Yesterday when I measured, I had at low tide I had 3 feet 10 inches. But we're an hour after low tide.
Yes, sir. It's coming at 3 inches an hour.
Okay.
Seeing where that boat drafts. I don't think it's 4 foot.
No, it sounded a lot to me when he said that, but it's a 35 Swift trawler. I'm not sure the year.
I'd be surprised you're 4 feet.
All right, well, we got a low tide. Tide is coming in, but this north wind is keeping it really low out there. This is going to be close. Should be fine inside the lock, but it's going to be iffy once we get out there, getting through the first part of the channel. We draw 3 foot 10. We don't have much fuel, so she should be light enough, hopefully.
Talking so long, I thought, oh shit. And I was going to tell you, look at the name on the boat. I've never been stopped here because I couldn't go through.
We got that hard north wind and we're really low right now. We're at the bottom of the tide. Gonna go forward a little bit. I suppose I should just be on the boat, right?
I was going to say, at some point you want to get that one. The reason I say 4 foot is because it's listed, I looked it up, 310.
310, yeah. Said we're low on fuel though, so we should be pretty light. Lighter than normal.
All right. We've got more than half a tank.
More than half a tank?
Yeah. I think it gets narrow, it gets shallow out here.
Yes, that's the problem.
We'll see.
They said Hurricane Ian maybe put some more mud on the ground. Or Milton. All right, here we go. Captain's going for it.
We ain't blowing up mud behind us, are we? That's even a better sign. I don't know. Yes, sir.
We were blowing mud just before we got into the lock, not blowing mud inside the lock. Here we go. Cutting it already? I wouldn't cut it yet.
I remember going into Uncle Henry's with Blake, and he had to stand out here because this was after Ian, and the sands had shifted.
Yeah, so they said
my eyes aren't worth a damn, but he could see places to avoid. I hope he can see from up there.
I think we're good. That was the worst of it, they said, right there.
Yeah. Well, hell, that I was watching the depth meter. It was still 9-10 feet.
Right through where?
Through the lock.
Just now? Before you came out here?
Yeah. I think with shifting sands, it's difficult up in here.
He said it never got below 9-10 feet. Just now, he was looking at the depth finder. Are you looking at it?
We got 2 foot under the boat right now.
Oh, okay.
Down back there, it was coming out of the lock. It was still pretty big.
No, that was good choice, Captain. That first guy was real discouraging, but the second guy seemed like he knew a little bit more.
I never quite got an idea of exactly where the depth was from the transponder, but it was well below the prop.
I don't see us kicking up mud, so that's a good thing.
Well, from what they said, that was the worst of it right there. But about 2 feet.
It's staying at 2.1. I think we're good if we got this far.
I think so too. Beautiful. Captain took charge and said, carry on. So glad we're not sitting there waiting for an hour or two.
No sweat.
The first guy when we were talking to, he was very discouraging. He was like, no, I don't know, I don't think so. I think you should wait an hour or two. And then they changed hands, and the other guy said, he's like, I think you'll be fine.
Well, like I say, I've come here not paying particular attention to where the tides were. Maybe I did, but I don't recall, and I've never been stuck.
Yeah.
And it's gotten awfully shallow.
Yeah, but this north wind, it is a cold.
Yep.
It's a cold winter day here, by probably 60 degrees, and then north wind's keeping the water out.
Yeah.
But
we're still 2 feet.
Yeah. Captain's steering from bridge. Yeah, we still got 2 foot of water. Let's see. It's been 2 foot ever since we got in the channel. We're now out in open water, and it's still 2 foot. So you got to get way out off this big sand bank that runs the entire west wall here that we're going to be running down. It's very shallow. Once we get out here, we get 7-8 feet in the middle of the Myakka. The mouth of the Myakka, I tell you, that's kind of like the washing machine of the harbor. This is the roughest part where the Myakka and the east all meet. Shouldn't be too bad today. We got a following sea heading down the river, but
Yeah, we'll probably get it up to 23 knots.
yeah. What are we burning now? 15 gallons an hour. At what, $5 a gallon?
Yeah.
$75 an hour?
Yeah, not bad.
But you know, we're doing 17 mile an hour, so we're getting a mile a gallon basically, which is pretty good.
Right.
You know, a lot of these boats are getting 2 or 3 gallons a mile.
Right.
I mean, I've got a center console that gets a gallon a mile.
I
was out with a friend of mine who had a inside sailboat. I used to sail with him and his father and brother on Lake Erie. And we were coming out of the yacht club, and his boat, this 50, 60-foot yacht, goes past us. And he turns to me, he says, "You know what it costs per hour to run that boat?" And I think his estimate was about $5,000 an hour, because it was cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 5,000 an hour.
But this is nice because, like, most of these trawlers, they'll only go 6-7 knots.
I know.
You know, maybe 10. So you can do that if you want, but if you need to move, you know, you can.
Well, you got weather coming, and you want to get the hell out of there.
It's only got a single engine, so you don't have to worry about managing two engines. West wall, Charlotte Harbor. Long, continuous mangrove wall with creeks along it. Other than that, it's pretty straight. Got a lot of creek mouths, great fishing inside those creeks, but Hog Island to the left. Hull speed is 8 or 9 knots? Yeah. I thought it can't go faster than its hull speed.
No, it can, but you burn more fuel.
Oh, okay.
I was just telling Blake that
so what is
you learn from the instrumentation here how many gallons an hour you're using, and if you think you're going too slow, try running it up a bit, you'll be happier going slower.
Right. Right now, what are we burning? 12, 13 gallons an hour?
Somebody told me about 70% of your thrust, or whatever, what is it called?
Yeah, your load, you want about
load, about 7.
Yeah, that's good. 70% load.
What does that mean?
Engine load.
The engine could go, it's running at 70% capacity?
Yeah.
Okay. Long Island, West Wall. Good insulation because it's pretty quiet in here, really. But man, that thing is screaming. flocks of ducks come out here into the harbor in the wintertime. Head up that way, we're looking at the mouth of the Peace River. But now we are right at the mouth of the Myakka River. And it all flows this way to Boca Grande, Big Mouth. That's what it's called in Spanish, I believe. And all the water mixes right here. Kind of is the washing machine. We got the Peace River, the Myakka River, got the water coming from the Boca Grande Pass. It all mixes, brings in all kinds of nutrients, and just turns this place into a wildlife sanctuary. Fish and birds. I see some dolphin here. Beautiful body of water. Very little development. Look all around. All you see is mangrove shorelines. Except for straight ahead, there's a few condos. They were able to sneak in at Storm Marina. And then now we have the Sunseeker Resort at the mouth of the Myakka on the Port Trawler side. Kind of ruin the scenery, but other than that, very much like it was hundreds of years ago, all along the shoreline anyway. I don't think you can see these birds. Hundreds of birds out in front of me. Flock of mergansers, I think they are. Right here inside the locks.
Yep.
Came all the way down this canal, down through the lake. Here's the lock actually where we came out of into the mouth of the Myakka. It's the Myakka River. Here we have the Peace River. Here's the Charlotte Harbor proper. We're going to come around Cape Hayes Point here and eventually end up over here in Boca Grande, or right over here, Boca Grande. So here's the Gulf of Mexico. Gulf of Mexico. So this is the entire body of water here in the Charlotte Harbor. Here's Boca Grande Pass. Just to give you an idea of where we're at and where we're heading. Well, we're coming up Cape Hayes Point. Cruising along. Everything's going according to plan now. Taking us a while, but could be worse. Could be working. In Cape Hayes Point now, right about there. Start turning and heading up towards Boca Grande Pass. There's Storm Marina condos. Boca Grande Pass. Beautiful day. Really nice out now. The sun's out. Pretty warm. Beautiful day for a boat ride. Alright, we're coming up to Boca Grande now. Big Bayliner. The nice green waters of Gasparilla Sound. Over here we've got a little sandbar island covered with white pelicans. I'll show you guys a little bit of footage from that I had from another video. A beautiful, beautiful spot. All these islands back here. I'll show you guys a little drone footage here while I'm at it, but endless fishing. Here's Boca Grande. On the other side is the Gulf of Mexico. Coming into the channel here, Boca Grande. There we have the trussels. Old railroad trussels. They're getting closer. I don't know. It don't got no marker on it. I think he's supposed to go this way, right? Go to the right of it?
I think so. Go to the right of it.
Go to the right of it. Right in the middle of the channel, and we just bumped bottom. We are dead center.
Maybe better off backing out of it.
How the hell can we be stuck here in the middle of the fucking street?
We need to go straight ahead.
All right, well, you want to try it?
Don't matter. I mean, just put it in gear.
All right.
I mean, the stern's floating.
What?
The stern's floating.
Crank it right. Crank it right. Oh,
I think,
spinner.
Go back right.
Right. And we are dead center in the channel. Looks like we're off it now. Are we off it?
that's, yeah, I guess I would say we're floating now.
Yeah, it's shifted. That bar has moved out into the channel.
Yeah.
Don't go too far, too close to it. Stay to the left of the channel. That whole bar is shifted out into the channel.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell him. Get over a little bit.
Damn.
This channel's real funky. You're honestly better off running along the pylons over there.
Yeah, because that water comes in through little Gasparilla and just cuts.
Yep.
Just keep her tight to the left.
Yeah.
You got a lot more water over here. You could.
And this is a pain in the ass that my depth meter doesn't work. Not that it would help that much.
Yeah, I mean, you're dead center in that channel.
I know. I backed up and I just got in worse. The thing that pisses me off is that sometimes you even hit sand when you bend the prop.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think you hit it hard enough. I think
Well, I hope not.
you don't feel any vibration, do you? It
No,
feels smooth
but
right now.
you won't necessarily at
Right.
this speed.
Well, we're coming into the final stretch here. It's been a very eventful trip. But it seems like everything is gonna work out here to make this last little dog leg. Yeah, I can see now, looking back there, you can see how that sandbar is kind of shifted out into the channel. I mean, look at this. This is bone dry. What I'm used to running right here, little Carolina skiff. Never really worried about bumping bottom.
Would you be happy to take over?
Whatever you want.
I just assume you did. And that's 19.
I think we're probably this side of the bluebow boat.
Yep, you're right there. It doesn't have a mark, but 16, 15, that's 14.
I'll bump it in reverse.
You said I'd be able to see it, but that's 14 there, but I can't see it.
Oh, you painted it. Tell me that one first.
Yep.
Just watch the dock. Watch the dock.
Well, there she is, sitting pretty in her slip. Beautiful boat. Beautiful day. All right, well, final destination. This is our fast, so it was a 4-hour trip. Left at 11:50, got here at 3:50 at Uncle Henry's. What a trip. Very eventful, but successful. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to do a few more of these on some other boats. Some longer, some shorter, but it's a lot of fun. And thanks for watching. See you on the next one.